Heavy is the crown. Chapter 2. Fall of the Rise. As the dusk settles, the moon powers on. The sand and snow unite under the darkness blight. The moon provides light as a city of grandeur and might, the arena of night. Zatlev rises out as a star in sight. The creatures of night hold it as a home, and in it is a king's throne. The darkness is the lair of evil in history, where those who scheme are a mystery. The beauty it holds and the greatness of its soul, a painful misery is its history. The Vigil. My name is Chrysaria. I'm 18. Black hair with a slight curl in it. I've got brown eyes like my mother. I'm glad to have her and my father. They are loving and appreciative. With that, though, comes a great amount of discipline and expectations. Add to that, I'm the most powerful person of the two kingdoms that we know of. It's a good thing. It should show those titans we are not evil incarnate, as they say. I have great powers. Telekinesis, which means I have control over objects, being able to move them with a thought or movement of my hand. I have been told that I am quite intelligent. Not the next Einstein or anything, but as the future Queen of Zatlev, I am learning even more. My weapon, Excalibur, is a weapon of legend, and only the rightful heir to the throne can wield it. I have been training to allow myself to control as much as I can with a thought. I'm still learning. My body is my only weakness, but my 4 wings, which are made of the feathers of the birds of night, and coated with a material known as Naglacia. It's hardened, making them immune to any weapon. Naglacia comes from the dusk trident bug. It uses its pincers and vacuum tail to create the milky glowing liquid from its surroundings. It puts the strongest shields to shame. I have built a relationship with the forces of nature, and so can work with them. I can absorb energy and power as well, and use them, but I haven't figured it all out yet. I know, so much power in the hands of someone evil. The Titans must be shaking in their boots, if they even wear them. Truth be told, I want peace with Titania, but my main priority and loyalty is to Zatlevians, to the throne, and to my kingdom. I've got this power, and I will not allow anyone to threaten my home. It's like it's assigned to Titania, along with their prince who has no powers. A normal Titan. A lesson to be humble and not view us as the enemy. Enough about me. Meet my home, Zatlev. Rising from beneath the ashes, as it would seem, in a land only lit up by the moonlight, stars and streams of flowing Naglacia. A land and civilization of literal dreams. The city of Zatlev, as it comes into view, is comforting as it is glorious, sending a relaxing feeling down your spine, calming you, requesting you to lull yourself to its dreamy beauty. The palace used to be central in the city, but as it's grown, the central feeling is occasionally lost. 4 tusks from an everflame of extreme proportions, which once guarded the sea, rise 300 meters into the sky, glowing and creating a blue luminescence over the entire city. The palace is built using this fallen everflame's ivory and glass to create a palace of wonders. The palace appears as a galaxy with stars moving across its surface. The city has 6 rivers of Naglacia. Well, 2 are a little smaller, but there are many tributaries and canals. The city has a deep, comforting, bassy rumble, along with the trickle of the Naglacia rivers. Named after certain creatures we honor and respect, the wolf, owl, Valkyrie, a bird that literally can disappear into the night, and the Guardian. We believe it's extinct. The closest description is a leopard with wings, the protector of the forest. The main Glacier River is named after the Everflame which built our palace in effect, the Great Unisys. Everflames are extinct, unfortunately, a symbol of hope and courage, believed to either be a dragon or at least a close relative. They have soft skin of a blue color, light and smooth, though some have darker patches. According to history, they lived together in nests. They had a unique ability, an icy flame that isn't ice and that doesn't freeze, and are aquatic if they desire. Like the Titans, we have our army, the Zilkari Guard, and along with it a special force of sorts, the Valkyries, named after the grandiose, rare, disappearing bird of night. The Zilkari's uniform is a sky blue with dark navy blue stripes along its leg. The swords are carved from neglicite, a very rare commodity. It's a glacier which is hardened and pressurized, creating blades of pure strength and sharp enough to cut off arm hair without touching the skin. The blade absorbs kinetic energy and can disperse it in a blast or quake the ground. This element is so scarce that only the finest Valkyries have a weapon or set of weapons with neglicite blades. Training is as intense as you can imagine and allows no space for slackers. In the Zilkari, of course, we have many beings of great power. They can't be ignored with Titania and the Fagatorax being such a fearsome threat. They may be across the Verge, which is guarded by the Vigil, but no one here wants to be caught off guard. Our military is incorporated into every facet of the city. The Vigil cannot interfere, so you would have no choice but to open the Verge if the Titans ever decided to declare war. There has been war before, but for now, a kind of peace like a river of a glacier waiting for a ripple to break its surface. While we do have a center for convergence here, the main part happens in either city, with us alternating, so a few times it's been held in Titania. It's the closest thing to a celebration of these two kingdoms being united. We are locked in strife, one that has no end. Zatliv seems to lose its glow for us, but in a split second the glow is back. I asked the person next to me if it seemed like the glow had disappeared. Their reply conveys no such occurrence. Excuse me, my mind does this when I start talking about the Titans. It's their arrogance that does it for me. Now that you know about my beautiful home, I want to tell you more about the people who make it so special, who made it a great city. My parents. My father, King of the Night, with the ability to become a living flame, quite contrary to his city that he reigns over, but a contrast that is magnificent nonetheless. He rules fairly and justly. He, along with Titania's king, have created a sense of peace, celebrated with the coming of age of us who entered the arena. My mom, caring and always thinking about the good of others, well, when she's not trying to feed my dad and I, a very competent woman. She has taught me to never fear doing the right thing, no matter how difficult it is. She may have no powers, but she has the biggest heart in the kingdom. I walk out into the balcony and gaze through the pair of binoculars at the Verge. It's orange, a burnt orange, and has hexagons throughout it. It literally divides us into dark and night, and according to history, good and evil. No one can pass through or open it except the Vigil. If anyone did, they would be torn apart. It's a powerful barrier. It will never be removed, because we cannot remove our hateful sentiments, and the Titans will never bother to listen. I look out at the beauty of my city, its peace. Just then, some flurry of activity begins at the Verge.